PDC. Thank you everyone for joining today's PDC. So before I initiate, let me quickly explain the topic. Like it says job success. So it's something related to just a coincidence that last year in the month of June, I had given a similar topic. I mean, a topic which was related to job success and stuff. So I have just put it as a part two kind of like this thing, and this topic is chosen from the list which was submitted, like suggested topic from all of you. It's not matching the title exactly, but I saw like many people had requested things like branding, like promoting yourself at job. So basically, it's all related to this topic. What I have put, it's just like the word is in the other way. And what we are going to focus in today's PDC is more towards creating a positive perception or branding or your promotion within the organization. Okay, so that's what the topic is. So let's get going with it. Job success create positive perception. What, why, and how. So we'll be keeping our focus in terms of these three keywords: what, why, and how. So let's first find out what is a positive job, what positive perception, right? So I put up a quote over here from founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Your perception is what people say about you when you are not in the room. So I'm sure like all of us has this tendency as a human, right? Like that we think about people with whom we work or with whom we interact. Like we create a perception for these people, we create a opinion for these people. Now the funny part of it is, like, this opinion or this perception, what we call as like, we call it the perception. Now the funny part or the problem whatever you call it, but if you don't define your perception, like, others will do. That means if like cautiously you don't work towards your perception, then still it doesn't matter. Like others, that doesn't mean that nobody's creating opinion about you or nobody's creating perception about you. The perception will create itself, or others will create that perception for yourself. Like every action you take, every sentence you say, every behavior you show, like, everything what you do in office, or when you are sitting in cafeteria along with your colleagues or anywhere, kind of everything contributes, including your efforts in your work and stuff. Everything, it contributes to your perception. Like, and most of the times you are the one who actually like is in control if you want to. Like, otherwise, as this quote and the next line says, so even if you don't define, even if you don't want, others will still have the perception created for you. Now it's up to you how, like, you want it to go, whether you want to create a positive perception and this thing. So basically this is what the perception is. Perception is basically opinion, like about everything: your visible appearance, your behavior, your human side, your professional side, your personal side, emotional side, everything, kind of. That's what the perception is. Now let's move on to the next slide, and quickly let's take a look at these three images. And let me ask a quick question to someone. Denzel, you are there?
I'm Arthur from there.
Yeah. So if I ask you, like, who comes in your mind when I show you this logo of Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Who?
Bill Gates
Who is he?
is the founder of Microsoft.
Okay. Bill Gates is the founder of Microsoft. Mr. Saeed, you're there?
Yes, sir.
If I ask you, what comes in your mind if I take a name Steve Jobs?
Hmm. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Tell quick, I can told myself.
Apple.
iPhone.
Yeah, I have purposely asked it to Saeed because lot of things, activities he does, right, with respect to Steve Jobs. Okay, yeah. But anyways, right, Apple, which is the company again where he was the founder, right? Now, one thing like what you'll observe that both of these are big companies, big brands, but like the word brand is not just associated with these logos or the name of these companies anymore. Those are kind of got interchanged with the human names as well. The moment like someone takes name Steve Jobs, like anyone can easily associate it with Apple. Or the moment when someone takes Microsoft's name, like the first thing they will think of is like Bill Gates, right? So you see what's happening over here. Like this perception or this brand is something what is getting associated with the name, like interchangeably these things can be like used. Now let's take another example. There is this third logo of Colgate. Now let me ask someone like Mr. Darshan.
Yep, hi
Darshan,
Madhav. Yeah,
okay, so let me ask you a question. Uh, like, if I ask you what is Colgate, what will be your answer?
it's a toothpaste.
Right, it's a toothpaste, right? Like the moment when we take the name Colgate, automatically, we suggest yes, it's a toothpaste. Like it's a very known, very common, and I feel it must be the oldest brand in India. I don't know, maybe in like Bangladesh also it might be there. I'm not sure, but in India, like it's been there for decades. Like, and the funny part of Colgate is if you go on any local shop, like this word Colgate and the word toothpaste. Toothpaste is what? It's a thing what we use daily to brush our teeth, right? Now the thing is, this name of this brand is so much associated or so much popular, or the perception of people has changed so much with respect to this brand that it is used interchangeably instead of the word toothpaste. You can go in a shop in India anywhere and you can say, can you give me a Colgate? And the shopkeeper might give you a toothpaste which might be of some other brand. But even if you refer toothpaste as just a Colgate, it will work out. So like, and it's a true story. Like, I mean, you can ask it to any of the like person from Goa team member. You can Google also about it. But the perception of this brand or the impact of perception of this brand Colgate is so much that you know it even like interchanged its meaning like of that brand associated with the actual word toothpaste, which is the thing what everyone used. Now like why are we discussing, like this is what like the impact of positive perception is, or like rather I'll say impact of perception. The thing, the brand is not just like associated with company or a thing, but it can get associated with even a human being. It can get associated with things what you do as well. Now let's continue some of these things with respect to SJI, and like see what we can find out and see. So let me ask like some quick questions which you can see on the like screen, right? So let me find few people let me see who I want to start with. Mr. Saidul. Uh, Saidul.
Yes, Madhav.
Okay. Quick question for you. When I say Drupal in SGI, what comes in your mind?
Uh, it's hard. Maybe Joshua. That's the
Okay.
name comes in first,
All right.
and
Yeah.
Akuya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madhav,
Joshua.
are
Yeah.
you trying to create a fight with your PDC?
Yeah,
No,
Madhav.
no, I am not. But you will come to know what I'm trying to do. This
Some
is
special
other thing.
questions.
Okay, yeah. So, so Shaira, okay, since you like interfered in between, let me ask you the next question. Algorithm pod. If I say algorithm pod, what is the first thing which comes in your mind?
Amol,
Yeah. See, I never said you have to answer a person's name. I just said what
okay,
comes in your mind.
comes to
It
mind.
can be anything, but both of you answered person's name, right?
Mhm.
Now, this is what I'm trying to point. Like, what happens is, like, I'm not trying to distinguish, but certainly the efforts of like maybe some people or the way like they have done certain things, uh, they have created that solid perception. Like Joshua, yes, I mean the word Drupal. Whenever we hear, like Joshua, his name gets associated with it. Like it's the perception, like the pod algorithm, it's the biggest pod in the organization what we have. But the moment you take that name, like the name of Amol pops up, kind of. So there is something same way, like there are many other things. Let's take one more example, like Pritesh, you there? Hello, Pritesh.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm searching.
Okay,
Good
so
question.
yeah. So if I say word leader, what comes in your mind?
Leadership, like leading a pack of team.
Okay, and if I say like now you have to associate it with one person from SJI, with whom you will associate?
I
Okay, see, like Pritesh doesn't like me. He doesn't like my leadership. Okay, he likes Shahid, but it's like it's the
when you
reality.
asked the first time, only I like it came into my mind. Can't help it.
Okay, yeah. So see, like okay, Pritesh, I don't want to change someone, but like
Yeah,
okay, you don't join, but or I'm not sure how many times you have joined, but recently Friday Fun Activity in Goa is creating a lot of buzz. So if I ask you Friday Fun Activity, what is the first thing which comes in your mind?
I didn't join.
That's why I'm asking you. Still, I'm sure you must have heard about.
I just joined once. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything you want to associate, like with this Friday Fun Activity? Okay, Praveen, maybe Praveen can answer that question.
Yeah, lots of argument. And like as a person, I think it's a Darshan who always leads with comes up with the like ideas.
Okay,
We never thought about it.
yeah. So like these are examples what I wanted to like share with you guys. If you ask me, business development team, the moment that team's name comes up, the first picture which will pop in front of me is Madam Merlin. Like her name is something what will like come in my mind, and it's a perception which is there in my mind. I'm sure like the same questions if I ask each of you individually, even though you may not be part of these teams or these particular things, activities and stuff, still you might have certain perception about it, like which is created. Now this is what the impact is of like perception, or rather positive perception. You can also call it kind of branding. Now I'm not saying that Amol went on doing some branding for himself, or Joshua like might have done some branding for himself within the organization, but somehow their actions or their efforts what they are putting with respect to the work or responsibilities what they have have created this positive perception about them, wherein like people kind of associate them with these things. When I say there are 10 or 12 members who are associated with Algorithm Pod, why Shaira had to take just one name? Like, it's not that she is discriminating or stuff, but it is the impact of that positive perception what is there. And like, there is nothing wrong in it, kind of. But that's what our topic is, what we are discussing today. So we all need to understand properly what is, I'm hoping that I'm able to explain what does a positive perception means. We can discuss more on it like if needed, but for now let's proceed. Now let's find out, why do we need it? Why do we need positive perception, and how does it help? What is the relation with job success? So there is another quote which is very important, I feel. If you want to succeed in the workplace, you need a well-defined personal perception or brand that supports your company mission. Now, in this line, you will see specifically this last two words, company mission, are highlighted a little darker, or they are with little bit bigger font. Right? There is a reason for it. We will find out why. But it says, if you want to succeed in the workplace, you need a well-defined personal perception brand that supports your company or mission. With positive presence, you have a much better chance of becoming more valuable to the organization, staying with your company longer, and accomplishing more. See, it doesn't matter which organization like you are working for or this thing. Of course, we are in SJI right now, so like my thinking or my like words or actions will be with respect to or aligned with the organization, like what will benefit my organization. Same way, I'm sure you all are also doing it right now. Positive perception is something what will always help you. Now when I say like the word Drupal gets associated with like your Joshua, right? It means definitely Joshua has succeeded creating value. Like, it's like kind of your this thing is like kind of like a perception, positive perception, which is been created. One second, just hold on, guys. Give me a. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Uh, yeah, so with positive perception, what happens is like, you give yourself a better chance of becoming more valuable. You create a kind of value for yourself. Now imagine there is this picture. Now like it shows a truck which carries goods, I'm sure a lot of goods, like which they are transporting maybe from one place to another. And there is that small arrow which says our most valuable resource sits here, and it's pointing towards that driver, right? In that entire truck, that person driver is the most valuable person. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Let me close the door. Yeah, sorry, like, so the driver is the most valuable person, of course, like without which those goods will not be like transported from one place to another place. If that driver suddenly jumps out of that truck, then I mean it's gone, right? That truck is gone, kind of. So he's the most important person in that. Now what happens is when you have a well defined like personal perception or brand, like which is supporting your company's mission, then it creates a kind of value for yourself within your organization. Now it has a lot of benefits. It helps you to stay with your company for longer, and it also helps you to achieve more things. Now that is where your job success comes into picture. Imagine you are in an organization wherein you are there, but maybe you are not getting sufficient exposure, or you are not getting a lot of opportunities. Now if that is something what is happening, if we talk in terms of SJI, then I'm very much sure if this is happening, then you are doing something terribly wrong, because what policy we have or what mindset we have, over there we want to get everyone the exposure, or get everyone the opportunity. But if you are not able to create that perception and move in towards grabbing this success, then you are the one who should be blamed for it. So that's where your job success comes in picture. Like if you work towards creating a positive perception for yourself. Now how we spoke about what and why do you need this, then still I have not answered why it should be aligned with company mission, but automatically you will get answer for this in the further slides. So let's quickly move towards the next slide, wherein we will see now how you can create this positive perception, which is very important for all of you. The first thing what I am suggesting, we are suggesting, is identifying yourself. That means how you need to know like what things you have within yourself, and how you can associate it to create your positive perception. You won't become known and respected in your company if you don't know the unique value you provide, how to connect that value to your company's overall mission. Okay, so you won't become known or respected in your company if you yourself don't know the unique values you provide and how to connect that value to your company's overall mission. The next thing which is written is think about your special talent and explore ways in which you can
Shall Edits is gone.
He's muted. I think.
Yeah, sorry, I'm there. Yeah, getting too much disturbances. Okay. Next line says think about your special talent and explore ways in which you can incorporate them into your job so you can become more valuable employees. So you need to identify your unique values, or these things, your talent or whatever you call them, what you have, and see how you can align them with your company's overall mission. Now this is overall mission means like not just vision statement or something, but like as you know, we have different core values as well, right? So we need to see how we can associate things. So let's take an example, a simple one, and I'm not sure how relevant it is, but let's say I'm a really good cook. Let's say I'm really good cook and I have a lot of passion about cooking and stuff. Now I'm working in an IT company, a company which work towards different sorts of services related to IT. Now, if I have to choose my unique value as cooking, will I be able to connect it with my company or its company's mission or the core values or anything kind of? Now practically if you think it doesn't, maybe like for fun part or this thing temp basis, I can connect, but that's not going to create much of the value for me in my organization. That's where aligning the unique values of yours with your company's mission or your company's values is very important. If the values which I'm trying to focus in my perception are not aligning with my company's vision, they will not produce much like value for me. Think about the special talents or explore ways in which you can incorporate them in your job. So rather than cooking, I will focus on other things like effective communication or my team management skills, or something else like my person to person skills, like, or anything else, like maybe my coding or technical knowledge and this thing. And I'll try to make sure that I use these things which are more relevant towards my job or my company, and I'll try to create more value for myself using these things, right? Become more self-aware by noticing your emotion. Now, how you can identify these things which might be like helpful for you to create that positive perception. Like, become more self-aware by noticing your emotions when you're performing certain tasks and activities. If your blood starts flowing, it's usually a sign that you have passion and energy for what you're doing, and should make it part of your personal promotion or perception or brand. Earlier when I asked Praveen about like the Friday activity, right? Like, he took name of Darshan. So the moment these kind of event organization or activity organization, these people I have seen, like Darshan or even Akshata, these people like their confidence level changes totally. Like it becomes totally different the moment I go to Joshua and I ask him something about Drupal 8 or this thing. Like, the way he will reply back and this thing, you can see that confidence level compared to maybe something else what I might ask him, like, hey Joshua, so like, did you see this football game and what's the stuff kind of. His reply may not be that enthusiastic, but like the moment I talk about Drupal, like, it will be little different. So these are the signs, like which shows what individuals are passionate about, or where their internal energy comes out. Like, there can be multiple things you need to identify and choose things which are suiting for you, which will help you to create that value for yourself in your job, or in your current position and stuff. So next thing is feedback. Feedback helps to identify the perception. It's very important that you identify how others are perceiving you right now. It's not only about you creating that perception for others, but also you need to understand, like, if there is already a perception which is created for yourself. By understanding how people perceive you, you can start sending the right message and avoid coming off the wrong way when you communicate. So I'll share a simple example with you, my personal example. Now, like, some of you must have already heard this multiple times, even me sharing that same example. I get that feedback a lot of times, that I talk extra, or I talk a lot in meetings and all. Now, this is not something new feedback. I used to get it very often, kind of. But like, to tell you frankly, the amount of feedback, this feedback what I used to get 3 years back, maybe 4 years back, I don't get it now like that much. It's not that people are tired of me and they're not giving me this feedback, but there is intentional efforts what I have put, and I try to control myself when I'm talking in meetings or when I'm talking with people. I try to be specific or towards this thing. There is a intentional efforts like which I had to put to make sure that I change this perception. I'm not saying that I was able to change it completely, but yes, I can guarantee you that there is a change in this perception. Like, I don't get this feedback, at least for last 3-4 managers feedback which I received. There was not a single mention of this thing, like that I talk a lot, my meetings are like very lengthy, or wherein I speak a lot, and these kind of feedbacks I used to get, but I haven't received it. So maybe either people have stopped doing it, or maybe what I feel my efforts are something which are coming in picture. So like you need to know how people are thinking about you, or they are perceiving like you, and if there is some change which is needed, you must bring in that change, because if you don't, then it is always going to make that thing worst for you. Like it will always go more negative. Like if some person, I speak with a lot of people, senior members and all, like, and some people they do accept also, yeah, like sometimes I go little rude, like, or maybe I don't show much of the empathy to team members and stuff. The problem is, like, just knowing this, like, for yourself doesn't work. Like you need to also work on it and improve these things, like see how you can change yourself. Everything cannot be changed suddenly. It needs some time. So you have to understand it. It needs some efforts. Like there is a small exercise which I've written over here. It can really help you with respect to this. It says, like, writing down any 5 words that describe you and the way you want, um, like, and then ask your managers or someone to do the same. So it says that first you identify, or like you choose like 5 words, the way in which you want to create your perception, and you write down these things and keep for your reference. And then you ask others, like maybe your managers, or like your co-workers, your friends, or someone from family, and tell them to write 5 words for yourself. See if there is a consistency or there is a match. Like if you don't see, that means definitely what like you are thinking about yourself, others are not thinking that way. Like it will give you a good view, where do you stand, and maybe you can plan things for yourself, how you can change, or if you want certain things for yourself, then what way you can proceed. uh, like it's a very effective one. It's a very effective exercise. You can like Google about this one. Like you will find it like well defined at multiple places. I've given some reference links also in these slides. Maybe you can check those, like but it will be very helpful for yourself if you actually perform this. And like maybe quarterly basis, like at least you can keep the frequency of this one. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next slide, because I want at least some time to discuss with you people. Now, strengthening your perception in organization. There are some more things which I have written. I have not elaborated them, because if this each topic itself is something wherein we can keep on talking, or we can argue a lot. But let's quickly read these things. Some suggestions which are gathered over here, which will help you. Say yes to relevant opportunities. Now, a lot of times, like when we talk about like good performances and this thing at team levels and stuff, you hear people like being flexible, they're working extra time, or this thing. Now, say yes to relevant opportunities doesn't only mean like you working extra and this thing, but it's taking on maybe a new challenge. It's maybe taking on like more opportunities, or more responsibilities. It can be anything. Like I've seen a lot of times, like people like they say, okay, I'm too much busy right now. Or when it comes to skill development, or like learning some new skill set and technology, I've seen this tendency in like many members mind, that they feel that I am too busy, because my projects are quite hectic right now. So like you will see the trends in certain teams or certain members, their goals related percentages are consistently low, like, or they never meet up. Now the problem is like it's something what like you're not realizing that like it's going to hurt you back. like rather than hurting the team or organization, because you are like losing an opportunity. That's what I feel. And rather than like just relying on the office time, maybe if there is a scope to participate in something, then preparing for that something is the opportunity what has been provided to us, and it is our responsibility that we grab that opportunity. So we should like always be open towards opportunity. Like speak at conference, like this we have discussed multiple times. I've seen people don't like to speak, but if you really want to like get noticed or like come in the like positive perception side of it, or think from that perspective, then it clearly shows your lack of confidence when you try to hide your face, or when you just keep quiet in the meeting, or like when the question in all hand meetings, and a lot of times you have seen people just don't speak. They don't want to, they just keep quiet. It's not good. It's like kind of creating a negative uh, perception for yourself. Rather than that, like if you speak, I'm not saying like just speak anything, speak irrelevant like a crazy person. No, like that's not what I mean. But yes, you will see that people who speak out in conferences, in general meetings, or anything, like even in scrums and stuff, like they are like always kind of seen as active, more energetic, or people with a good positive perception. Like you may feel, oh, someone is just trying to like butter people, or like create this thing, but it's a fact. You cannot change it, like and it's very relevant towards job success. You accept it or not, and if you're not doing it, I feel you should give it a thought, like on a serious basis. Next one, ask one question at every meeting you attend. I'm sure like many people like sitting over here must be attending so many scrums or team meetings and stuff, wherein they just sit, attend, like not a single word uttered, kind of. Now like maybe you're not realizing it, but you are hampering your perception to a great extent when you are doing it. Like, and it is mandatory that you show your active participation in meetings. Those who show active participation in meeting always stand a better chance of creating like a positive perception for themselves. So try and ask something, like try and be active in meetings. Like it's very important. Network internally beyond your immediate teams. I can right now name so many members. Like if I ask people from maybe someone from Dhaka office or someone from UK, they will not know also like what these members are or this thing. So like I mean, yes, sometimes we feel okay, I'm doing my work, I am interacting with my immediate these things and all, that's good enough and all, but no, that's not. When you're talking of creating kind of branding yourself, or kind of creating positive perception of for yourself, you must go beyond your immediate team members. You must try and maybe help someone communicate with even general topics and thing, whatever way. But and there are opportunities, like it's not that I mean, even though we are remote team, like still there are sufficient like opportunities in which we can go beyond our immediate team and communicate or participate with like each other. So like you should do that. Like, and last one is share your voice with influencer. It's very important. A simple, I don't want to elaborate it too much, like we are running out of time, but one relevant thing what I'll say, forget about general meetings and other these things. Like those I mean, if I'm not wrong, around 22 people or 21 people I take one-to-one meetings. There are hardly 2 or 3 members who have agenda. Most of the other people, they must have not added agenda in last 1 year or last 8 to 10 months. They never, people never have any agenda, not even a single point and stuff. like I mean it's very sad uh, to like when I say this as a manager, but forget that part. When I relate it to creating positive perception, or when I think from your job's point of view, yes, when I see someone is thinking, when someone adds some agenda, someone wants to discuss, like, and it doesn't mean that you add any insignificant thing. No, when you add something, like, which is like related to your responsibilities or related to your team and stuff, like, kind of, it creates a really good valuable impact for yourself in that manager's head, like even in the one-to-one meeting. It's very important, like how you put your voice to the influencers with whom like you interact. It's very vital for your job success. Promote yourself and peers. I will not go with this story, it's a very long story, I will need additional 20 minutes if I go to. But promote yourself and peers, it's very important. If no one else in the company actually knows about my work accomplishment, those accomplishments won't really count for much. It applies for yourself also, and those who are holding important positions also. Like, I wanted to actually share this story, but I'm avoiding it. But one thing I will definitely mention, that if I am holding some position like TL, PM, or manager, even I should be making sure that I'm promoting like achievements or accomplishments of members who are working with me, and sharing it with everyone. That's why you will see, and we always encourage that. That's why you will see so many emails about achievements and things like which we share. You yourself also have to do it. Like when you do something, you need to let others know what have you done. It's not only about like promotion, it is also something what you can using which you can help others. And the last slide quickly, most important things: don't get fired. Like job success and all, everything is fine, but I'm sure like you must keep yourself like safe in your job is also equally important. You should not do something which will get you fired, right? So never do false promising or branding of yourself or anyone else also. It's something what is very terrible if you do. It's just like how they show the burgers in McDonald's hoardings and all, and when you actually go in the shop to buy those, like in the images they see like, okay, four of us can eat, they look like pizza when they show it in the hoardings, but actually when the thing comes in front of you, it's like, you may really get pissed or angry at them, like, and we think, okay, like I may need four of them, like it's one is not enough for me, right? So it's kind of false promising or branding what you're doing, right? Don't do that. Never do that for yourself or for anyone else. Second point, ensure alignment and it doesn't conflict with your organization's value or vision. The example what like I gave earlier, right? If my organization is towards IT and stuff, like, and if I am thinking of like cooking and branding myself in organization, or trying to do something, like it's not, it will not get fired. I may not get fired because of that, but like it will not add any value, kind of. So that alignment is very important. But more than that alignment, it is very important for all of you to know that you're not creating any conflict with your organization's values or visions. Like there were incidences in the past also wherein we see like, or we hear, there were people who were fired from their positions, like because they were not culturally fit, this thing fit, or there were some cultural issues, right? Like that's what I mean, conflict with your organization's values and vision. That's where you have to be very careful. So either if you want to stay, like you have to make sure that you are aligned, you know what the values and visions are, and you are aligned with it. And the third point is take care of legal aspect. Now very important thing, I'm sure a lot of you already understand what I'm talking about. It's a kind of branding. It's a kind of branding what we do for organization. People like a lot of you guys do on social media platform like LinkedIn, Facebook, and all. Everything is fine. You need to understand that when you're working in an organization, when you're associated with an organization, there are legal bindings also which are associated. There are NDAs which you might have signed, or there are other things like, and which can create legal complications for you when you are branding yourself within organization or on any external platforms like social media platforms. You have to be absolutely careful you are not conflicting with your organization's interest, or you are not creating any other type of conflicts. These things, if you take care and don't go in that red zone, then I'm very much sure internally there is a lot which you can work on and create positive perception for yourself. All right. So that's from my side. Now, quickly, I want to ask if there are any questions or any comments with respect to anything. Anyone wants to start? Like we are already over time, so I just want to make it quick. We'll start with Shaira. I'll go with you.
You already
Yeah,
spoke.
anything.
No, I think
Anything.
just my
Yeah.
comment would be that exercise you mentioned. I think that's something
Yeah.
really good. People should try out because all of us sometimes have a certain perception about ourselves, but actually the outside world doesn't see us that way. And I'm glad you
Yeah.
chose this topic because it's a reminder. Sometimes some people, I mean, we have come across also that people, when they receive a feedback, it's a complete shock for them because they have a complete different perception of themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think they're doing really well when in fact they're actually not. So I feel like this is a really good reminder, and especially this is what you reminded that it's in our own hands. If we want to see and
Yes.
find out where exactly we stand, what is our brand value as individuals. So I would highly encourage everyone to try out that exercise what Madhav mentioned and see where you actually stand. Does your perception of yourself match with how you're seeing in the company? But overall, thank you, Madhav. Good topic to choose.
Hey,
Okay.
Madhav,
Yeah.
Shahid here.
Yeah, Shahid. Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening in actually. It's keep reminding me about when even Pitesh, the branding is something, right? The
Yeah.
perception about Joshua or Amol. So one thing I was talking to someone from Amazon, right? Mr. Daman. Some of you know his name. He worked on Dell for 20 years, I think. He's 56 or 57 years old and very respected on the server community, right? He joined as a director. And he told me that Shahid, I have to take 21 certification from Amazon, including what I think Avesh and Partha and some of you guys are trying, right? And I said, why?
Yeah.
I mean, you are senior, right? You don't need to. He said, do you really think so? I would be fired by end of the year if I don't take these exams, right? Because Amazon doesn't like anyone. And I said, how are you going to manage the time? He said, that's the, like, you have to go ahead and manage your time. They are not going to give you the time. More senior you are. And that remind me actually, like some of us, not only junior, like, you may think that we are also under pressure to perform more. And I'm also responsible for, the growth of the team members. And it's not one-sided. I can just clap it and everything would be done, or budget or anything like that. It is two-side. And if you cannot do it, I have to look for alternate resource, right? Who will be able to do it? Because things are moving a lot faster in the technology world than what we are. Let's just be honest here. So thank you. Good topic and very good presentation.
True. Thanks. All right. Quickly, Darshan, your name popped up quite some time, man. Like, I want to hear from you. You have to say anything.
Yeah, Madhav. Yeah, so it was a really good presentation. And I would agree to the point that what even Shaira had mentioned, that a person might put his 100%, okay, but if you are not he might think that okay, I'm doing my best from my side, okay, but it's always like a different person's perspective, which like a higher manager or someone who checks on how you are performing and how you are adding value to the team, okay. So that is very much important. So a constant feedback, and even accepting on whatever feedback is given by the seniors, okay, and working on it should help us like to grow in the company.
True. Yeah. Natalia, anything you want to add or anything?
Actually, I was surprised how good examples there were, because when you told about business team, although I'm never working with business development team, and I instantly thought about Marilyn, and that got me thinking about what are my perception within the team, outside of the team, and everything. So thank you for the presentation.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else wants to? I'll just take.
Thank you,
maybe
Madhav.
one
Farhan
more.
here.
Yeah.
Can you listen me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I won't appreciate with the not only thanks because it's quite common from your side every time with colorful presentation and so on. But the thing is that I would like to acknowledge the fact that the feedback from everyone's perceptions. Yeah. So what I recall from my inception in this company, in my probation period. So I sometimes got myself stuck and I made lots of mistakes. But after some days, my seniors colleagues have just reminded me, okay, this is the fault, this is the here, that was the way you have to improve. So without that feedback from themselves, I think that I won't made up my those mistakes or cover up that mistakes. So the thing is that if I ignore that one, I think that no, I won't grew up at that moment. So gradually, I noticed their suggestions, their advice. So the way I just somehow continuing myself, and I hope this topics also another for growth. It will be helpful for everyone's growth. That's it from my side.
True. Mamadul, you there?
Hi, Madhav. Yeah, I'm here.
Any comment or any question, suggestion?
Yeah, actually,
anything?
I was listening to the feedbacks, and regarding that point, like when creating certain values, that actually stuck very deeply, because sometimes we might think like, okay, we are correct, and maybe we are on the correct path, we are doing everything right, but taking the feedbacks and all is really important. And it's not only about like for the juniors, but at any stage or any level or any position, taking that into a consideration on the regular basis is really so important. So yeah, I can relate to it, and it was really nice. It was a huge topic though, but you have covered with real examples, so that was really nice.
Yeah, I would have loved another 1 hour, but it's not possible. Yeah. So thank you. I'll take a final comment from Akshata, maybe just to hear her view. I think it will be very important because this topic is something relevant to even the HR department, admin department, and they put continuous efforts on a lot of these things.
Yes, actually, it's a very thought-provoking topic kind of thing. The examples which we got were positive ones, but I would like to remind everybody, like, there are other sides also to it. So suppose like you are the person who is always playing something like, a card behind somebody's back. So obviously this will be noticed slowly. This perception is created about you. So suppose you are the crybaby of the company. Every time you have some complaints or anything like that, again, you are also creating that perception about you. And the second part, what you said about your example, wherein you said, like, they used to say, they keep on talking and now nobody gives you a feedback. Another thing to that also I would like to say is, like, that's true. Some people try to help you improve you, but then when we all see, like, that after so many improvement also, because there are friends in your company also, the colleagues with whom you work, they will try to tell you, like, don't do it this way, don't do it this way, but then you will keep continuing. At a point they will stop doing it, and you have created that perception of what you did, and people will now not bother to give you that feedback, or not try to tell you that what you're doing is not right or something like that. So creating your positive and negative perception, both the sides are very important.
Yeah, true. Thank you. I think that's very true, like what you said, and that's what I mentioned earlier. That doesn't matter what you're doing, like whether it's a positive activity or negative activity, or what this activity you're doing. Everything contributes towards your perception. Like I'll just finish with saying, this one part, that the moment you enter into professional world, the moment you enter into this job world, a kind of timer which gets associated with you, and the control of that timer is not in your hand. So how, you are catching up and making a good perception for yourself is something what you have to worry, you have to be worried of, kind of, because that timer will not stop. And like when someone checks you, like the timer also will be visible and you also will be visible. So, time doesn't wait for anyone. Like if you have not understood, or you have not yet started working towards creating a good positive perception for yourself, maybe you should do one now. So just few slides I have, I mean the reference links I have put from where I took some references and all. There is also this link of the last year's presentation what I mentioned, which is relevant towards job success part, what I had mentioned. So with that, let's wrap up today's PDC. Please do make sure to submit your suggestions and feedbacks for the PDCs, anything what you have. And do reach out to me if there is anything which you want to discuss further or any question. Thank you.